When I first saw him, he was walking uphill, all elbows and knees. A King Kong apparition with holes punched through his punchy black shirt like gunshots through a parachute. We talked about TV screen fingerprints and finger TV screens. His tumbleweed voice broke on me like a motorcade. I asked him where he was going, and he said second story itchiness and dreams about ghosts, and we decided that we should go there together. Except for his arms. His body fit through a slot in a vending machine, between my fingers, between the crack in my windshield, and except for his arms, which I named Armageddon and Mr. Veiny, he slipped in my car. We got to his place and his box-cut knuckles broke into snap-talic steam engines, with wolf breath and forehead sweat and scuttle love. He asked me what my favorite car was. I said Thunderbird, and he went and got a box from the back full of tiny bits of Thunderbird. I hesitated, but through his broken bottle teeth, he said, just jump on in. The wilderness of his sit-stand hands and Canadian rules football veins on his neck erased the earnestness of his kick-stomach eyes, and so I jumped on in and asked him to tell me stories while we built. He told me about schoolyard romance and the girl that he loved like his favorite fairy tale. He called her his girlfriend because there's no other word for it. He told me about her father who made F-16 sounds when he barked. He told me about pulpit pranksters who burned fork-tongued prophecies into his hands because he prayed better than they did. He told me about cop shows, how they made him feel bulletproof. He told me about his bicycle. He called it his vehicle and said it soared the most when he felt the loneliest. He told me how he'd feel invisible all the time if it weren't for his mouth tasting so blood hot to remind him he's alive. He told me he liked to laugh in the snow and blow kisses in the rain. He told me about ghosts and said one day he'd tell me how his arms got so big, but not today. He told me about his notebook where he wrote all his stories. He said it's called Stories of the Undergods. I imagined his arms like faucets turned to red, writing with steam. He went and got a shoebox from the bathroom. He shook it like a bundle of rain sticks against his burlap skin and said, these are the Undergods. He popped a cap and threw an orange bottle back like he was drinking the last bit of milk from the bowl. The next day I gave him a ride to his girlfriend's house, but we never got there. Just drove in circles. He didn't seem surprised, and I guess I wasn't either. I asked him how his arms got so big. He said, holding on all the time. The last time I saw him, he was still all elbows and knees, but I thought, Alan, you look more Jesus than six-shooter to me. But then again, God holds this man up at whiplash, so what do I know?